Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to PSGL Formula 10. This is Sunday night, and we resume in round 13 in the United States of America. Season is closing, and the championship is getting more and more exciting. Hello, viewers. How are you doing? How was your Sunday? So the track looks pretty crowded at the moment. We have a lot of drivers out. Well, if not the majority of the drivers out. I'm currently looking at Vitality, I mean, who seems a new driver. And he will be starting his lap as we speak. So we will be on board with Vitality. Goes down to third gear, short shifts into fourth. He missed the apex. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone had a wonderful Sunday. We have a yellow flag sector 2. Seems this is Ethan Lessiter letting the Red Bull to pass. I mean, that's not really a Red Bull, that's a lighter blue color. It's the Alpine. It's a purple sector 2 for Vitality. Well, of course, since he's the only driver. To go for a lap, or no, he's not. It's Josh Tomo with a 133.5. So this is going to be the benchmark for tonight's race, everyone. If you want pole position, this is the time to beat. And of course, we still have 13 minutes plus to go. Very tight racing line, very careful on the throttle. Across the finish line, it's a 1:31.8 by Vitality. Almost 2 seconds faster than Josh Tomo, his teammate. So, Josh Tomo is not going to be very happy once he returns to the AlphaTauri factory. And Pepe Choi, the Mexican driver, gets a 1:32.5. That's a drift from a mutant and hero. That's how you want to call it. And it's Petuka. Petuka with current provisional pole position, almost 2/10 faster than Vitality. Petuka, the Aston Martin driver, and now we're gonna have mutant. Well, help me read this. Is it mutant and hero or mutant and hero? I don't know if this is English or a different language, but this guy got a 132.2. Paudi with a 133.6, slightly off pace, and all of the other drivers return to the pits. We have Jake Hardy leaving the pits currently. Unfortunately, Timo is not going to be participating in this qualifying session. Timo is the leader of the championship. We have Justin. Justin, the Dutch driver with the purple sector 2. I would like to remind our viewers that Justin has a huge fan base. They always support him weekend after weekend. Whoa, some oversteer from our boy Justin. Josh Tomo goes out of the way. Justin going into the main straight. Ooh, going off track. I don't know if this is gonna invalidate his lap time. Justin gets a 132.4. It's not his best lap time. He made some mistakes. It could have been better. It's a very good lap nonetheless. Like, despite his mistakes, he was able to get a 132.4. That's very impressive from Justin. And Jay Carney now going into sector 2. Now going into the first DRS zone. Jay Carty goes down to second gear. Short shifts into third. Entering the third sector now. It's a very tricky one. And exactly talking about this corner, you could spin easily if you're aggressive on the throttle. Jay Carty might have an Alfa Romeo in front of him. It's gonna be out of his way. Ooh, he missed the apex here. He goes down to third gear. Across the finish line, managing to get a 132.6. Jay Carty. Ethan Lessiter is on a lap. He has a purple sector 2 and he's carrying on. I'm gonna take a look at the chats. How's everyone doing? We have Timo Gert saying, let's see how well I can do from the back. Oh, Timo likes some challenge. Hello, Mani Harshit. Hello, Saeed Rashid. Ethan Lessiter gets a 132.2, provisionally in third place with 8 minutes to go. Ladies and gents, let us know in the chat who are you supporting? Who are you going to be supporting during this race? Who's your favorite driver? It's Petuka, who still has provisional pole position. So, basically, if you want to start first in the race, you have to beat the 131.6. These are the rules. Oh ho ho, it's Vitality. Vitality beat that time. It's a 131.5, and no, it's Snookster 007 with a 131.5. Wow, at 2,000 separating them. F1 Central. Hello, F1 Central. You seem like a lovely fella. Hello, Art3 Mist. He's supporting Ethan. That is very fast from Snookster. Well, 3 drivers did not complete any valid lap yet. Well, Timo is not going to be completing any. It's Hecht who goes off track. He made a mistake. It's going to cost him slightly. Now Hecht still has 1 corner to go. He goes down to second gear and he goes full throttle, and deja vu, I just been in this place before. That's the funniest way to end your lap. I haven't seen anything similar. such a lovely guy, this Hecht. Well, he wants to finish his lap by any means necessary. managing to get a 137.5, and it's on the mediums as well. And as I was busy on Heck, it's Paudi with another provisional pole position. It's a 131.4. That is really fast. You can see these drivers are on top of their tier. They are squeezing out every single millisecond from their cars. This is what separates the good drivers from the average drivers. Hello, Brian. Oh, Brian, how are you doing? You're the Dutch Brian. I know I recognized you from every week's stream. Brian is supporting Justin, I believe. Cameron saying absolutely canned in it, the worst place. Canned it. So it's Paudi with provisional pole position with 4 minutes to go. If you want to start first in the race, you have to beat that lap time. The rules are simple. Josh Tomo was able to improve big time. It's a 131.6 at the moment. Let's take a look at Justin. Justin seems to be on a hot lap. So let's take a look at and try to steal his braking points and racing lines. Justin goes into sector 2 in the DRS zone. He goes down to second gear. Very careful on the throttle. A purple sector 2, I believe, from Justin. Going into sector 3 now. Entering the most tricky corner. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Amazing apex. Amazing exit. I don't think I have seen any similar racing lines. He went too wide on that turn. He missed the apex here. Now going into the last turn. Goes down to second gear. Very careful on the throttle. Goes up to 3. Engages DRS. Crosses the finish line. It's a 131.7. Currently 6th. 3 minutes to go. Hello, Marco Massini. Marco, please go to Twitter. Go to PSGL's Twitter account, and in their bios, you're gonna find a link for the Discord. I believe you're Italian by the name. Petuka is going for a hot lap. And it seems that Paudi and Snookster going for an out lap. It's a purple sector 2 for Petuka. Petuka with a very, very tight corner. Goes into sector 3, into the DRS detection zone. Petuka slows down. Third gear, short shifts to 4th. DRS section across the finish line. It's a better lap. It's a 131.4, but still behind Paudi. Same thing for Vitality. Vitality is going for a fast lap. As we take a look here at Ethan Lessiter. he was able to get a 132.2. And if you take a look closely, you can see their lap times are very similar, very close to each other. This is what defines a competitive race, and this is why the PSGL leagues are perfectly balanced. Oh, poor Ethan! He was lucky not to lose a wheel here. He was very aggressive on the throttle. He spun, he kissed the wall, and now he's gonna get a nose change. Unlucky. Few seconds left. Ladies and gents, viewers, I would like to ask you a question. Every week I ask viewers a specific question. I don't know if you have seen, but I saw a leaked photo of the Formula 1 2022 game. They said that it's not very clear. They apologized for the bad graphics, and whoever posted it said that this is the actual gameplay of the Formula 1 2022. So I would like to ask you, what are some things you would like to see in that new game? What are some new features you would like to see in the new Formula 1 game? Last week I've told you that I would love to be able to drive the safety car. I know this is crazy, and I would like to see cross-platform support. For example, I want to play against my friends who have Xbox or PC, and Hen Non is currently in 12th place with a 132.3. Another thing would be more access to classic cars, because this version of the game feels a bit, I don't know, empty probably. We do not have access to the classic cars that we loved. What are some other features that I would love to see? Probably a better damage model. So, ladies and gents, we were busy talking about the new Formula 1 game, and it's Paudi on pole position in the United States of America. He got a 131.4. In second place is going to be Petuka. Snookster starting third. In fourth place, Vitality, newcomer. Oh, Vitality? It seems he's a French guy. In fifth place is Josh Tomo. In sixth, Justin. Mutanten Hero. Oh, he's German. That's why his name is like that. Starting seventh. In eighth place, Pepe Choi. Jake Hardy starting ninth. Ethan Lessiter in 10th. Pain to Me or Panda Me in 11th. King Ivan 12th. Hen Non in 13th place, followed by Howes, Hecht, Brent. Last but not least, we have Timo, the leader of the championship. So, taking a look at the chats, F1 Central saying a helmet cam. Ooh, that's very interesting, and that would be very cool to have. Smart thinking. F1 Central seems supporting Paudi. Well, I asked you a question about the Formula 1 game. I'm gonna ask you another question, and I'm gonna probably be asking it a lot during the race, during the safety car starts. But before I do, I would like to tell you that, ladies and gents, now you have enough time to go to the kitchen, grab yourselves your favorite snacks and drinks, because we have an outlap now, and after that outlap, formation lap, we are going to be racing for 28 laps straight. So, grab yourselves your favorite snacks and drinks. Could be diet drinks and probably some vegetables if you want to stay fit. But that's how it goes. Well, on a side note, here is the question for today. What are your thoughts on the Miami Grand Prix? I know we haven't been to the Miami Grand Prix yet, but what do you think about having a Miami Grand Prix? Like, what's on your mind? What is the first thing that comes to your mind whenever they tell you the Miami Grand Prix. And I'm going to be telling you what are my thoughts about this. Well, whenever they say Miami, the first thing that comes to my mind is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It has been my childhood game for a long time. And I really enjoyed it, and I know every single street and every single corner in that game, so I would probably know how to guide myself if I ever went to Miami. That's a thing. On a side note, like, okay, Miami is a very not authentic, it's a very cool place to be. But you don't really need another street circuit. You guys know what happens in street circuits. It's either gonna be a boring race or we're gonna have a lot of crashes. That's the case. And I don't know how I feel about the fake water being installed in the circuit. I will take a look to see what the viewers have to say about this. Marco Massini saying Paudi is Italian. No, Marco, he's Irish. So, ladies and gents, the cars are lining up. The cars are preparing for the start of the American Grand Prix. We are here in PSGL Formula 10, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, the lights are going red because after they go off, it's go for the American Grand Prix. And it's a superb start from Paudi, who's going to keep the lead of the race. But, oh, that's the Alfa Romeo of Snookster trying to slide into his DM. Snookster still going side by side with Paudi, but it's Paudi, nicely defended from Paudi. Nice job, Paudi, who keeps the lead of the race. Snookster still believes he can get himself into the lead of the race. That's awesome stuff. So that's what happened after the start of the race. It's Paudi leading in second place, half a second behind. Ooh, no. Pepetru is out of the race. I wasn't able to capture that. Vitality is off track. No safety cars yet. Nothing yet. Jake Hardy is only 1/10 behind Ethan Lessiter. Cars are trying to weave around, trying to break the slipstream. And Timo is already 10th. Timo is doing great so far. Well, of course, you want to be the leader of the championship. You need to act like it. As whoa. Payne to me and Henon go side by side, and they made some contact. They made a wheel bang. And they go off track. Pandemi and Timo go off track. King Ivan is only 2/10 behind Timo. It's going to be slightly difficult to perform any overtaking maneuvers in the opening 3 laps because the DRS is still disabled. So here's what is happening so far, but I would like to see what is happening in P14. Haas is only 2/10 behind Hecht. So this has settled a little bit. Timo is 2/10 behind Pandemi. Timo tries to go around the outside. Pandemi closes the door. It might be this lap, but this is a Mutanten hero. The German driver only 1/10 behind Justin. Justin is doing good so far. Justin trying his best to defend. Justin and Mutanten hero as Justin from the inside keeps his position, and I think I saw Ethan Lessiter being chased by Jake Hardy. Ooh, this could have ended in an incident. We have a yellow flag. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Justin! is out of the race. Justin into the wall. This is gonna push a virtual safety car. Poor guy. And Ethan Lessiter goes to the pits. Where is Justin? Where is Justin? Yes, this is a deadly corner. This is a deadly corner if you're too aggressive on the throttle. We can see Justin into the wall, off track. That's very unfortunate for him. We're still in the second lap of the race and 2 drivers are already out. Powdy, the Irish driver, is leading the race behind the virtual safety car. So are they going to clean the debris? Is it going to be full course yellow and a safety car? Or no. The flags go green, the cars go vroom, vroom, vroom. As we resume racing, Powdy was able to benefit from that, and he had an amazing restart. Now he's 1.1 seconds ahead of Snookster in second place. Going back to P10, this is King Ivan. King Ivan, now he has DRS. He's very close to Brent, who is 9. Oh, whoa, this is Hawes. Hawes going side by side with King Ivan. King Ivan, I thought he was going to make contact with the Alpine. He managed to avoid that. Hawes tries to go around the outside, but King Ivan has the inside advantage. It's 3 cars wide ahead of you. As you can see, oh, Hennon goes behind. He makes wheel bangs with King Ivan. And Timo was able to snatch P7. Awesome stuff from Timo. And King Ivan is now in 9th place. We might see some surprises on this second DRS zone. And Hennon receives a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Brent still far from Timo. So it's Pandemi being followed by Timo, followed by Brent, followed by King Ivan, Hawes, Hecht. This is the battle for P6. We are seeing the action from Ivan's cam. Now we might see some positional changes on the first DRS zone. We have a yellow flag. Seems that this is a blue car. Who is it? Pandemi trying his best to defend. He was only 2/10 behind. The blue car, I think this is Hennon. Hennon who spun. He's a newcomer. Powdy is still leading the race, 7/10 behind Snookster, followed by Petuka, only 6/10 behind. So these 3 drivers are fighting for the lead of the race. I'd like to move up to Petuka to see. Petuka just completed his fastest lap. Timo 3/10 to half a second behind Brent. We might see some action on the next DRS zone. Vitality just received 3-second time penalty. Well, penalties are gonna affect your race pace at the end of the race. Entering the DRS detection zone, and now going into the actual DRS zone. Powdy is trying to weave around to try to break the slipstream action. Snookster and Powdy. Snookster sends it to the inside, and he snatches the first place. Awesome stuff from Snookster. He was very late on the brakes. Amazing stuff from Snookster, the Alfa Romeo driver. He is the current leader of the race at the moment. Timo is now 6th. We have RAC, saying pandemic, no assist today. Okay. RAC, are you French? Just asking. Timo gets the fastest lap. It's a 1:35.9, and on the mediums, you can imagine how fast this driver is going. Ivan chasing Brent. Mexican driver. Now we might see some stuff in the DRS zone. Three-way battle for P1. Petuka is gaining a lot on Paudi. Petuka and Paudi. Petuka, Paudi, Snookster, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Snookster nicely defended. Paudi falls back behind. Going side by side with the Alfa Romeo. Snookster had some oversteer. And Snookster keeping the lead of the race. What is Petuka trying to do? Is he really trying to overtake Paudi here? This isn't really an overtaking zone. Ivan was able to overtake Brent. Ivan is now in 8th place. A bit too aggressive on the throttle. Pandemic. DRS on. 2/10 behind Jake Hardy. It could be now. It could be now. Pandemic was slightly slowed down by Jake Hardy. In 10th place, Hawes, 2/10 behind. It's a very exciting race. A lot of action so far. A lot of good battles. I'd like to return to the lead of the race to see what's happening between Snookster, Paudi, and Petuka. Petuka is gaining a lot on Paudi. Paudi moves to that side. It's going to be Petuka going side. Paudi goes wide. Successfully takes the 2nd place. Awesome stuff from Petuka. And Brent was able to overtake Hawes. Oh no! Hawes! Oh, they made some contact. They made some contact, and Brent takes the 9th place back. So Brent is running on a different strategy from the other drivers. And what just happened? What just happened? Snookster and Paudi went to the pits, and it's now Petuka carrying on after completing 7 laps on his softs. And Mutanten Hero is now 2nd. Timo is now 3rd. Timo is now chasing Mutanten Hero. So Timo, on the slower compound, is able to complete with the drivers on that faster compound. Well, you can now see why Timo is the leader of the championship. This is Ivan, 2/10 behind Jake Hardy. Could it be now? Could it be now? No. He's saving it for the DRS zone. As we go into the DRS zone, Timo cruises past Mutanten Hero. Awesome stuff, King Ivan. King Ivan going side by side with the Aston Martin of Jake Hardy. King Ivan sends it to the inside, getting that 5th place. Jake Hardy is now 3/10 or 2/10 behind Ivan. Snookster and Paudi are running on opposing strategies. Paudi went on another set of softs, while Snookster went for mediums. They are respectively 10th and 11th. And Mutanten Hero decides to go to the pits now, while Petuka still carrying on. Hawes goes to the pits as well. This is the South African driver Hecht, currently in 7th place. Now Brent is 3/10 behind Jake Hardy. You can see it's very obvious that the softs have started to degrade and the drivers with the softs are struggling a bit. This is why the drivers with the mediums are catching up. Josh Tomo goes to the pits as well. Jake Hardy and Brent. They both have DRS. Brent is very low on ERS. Brent sends it to the inside. Very good move by Brent. Taking the 5th place. Carrying on. Paudi was able to overtake Snookster. Well, of course, the softs are faster than the mediums, but Snookster is not probably going to give up that easily. And Paudi gets the fastest lap. It's a 1:34.5. F1 Central is saying I think it might be a bit too early to pit. Wait, F1 PSGL round 13 is tomorrow, right? The PC schedule has been changed a bit. And Pandemi just received a set of penalties. Mutanten Hero is chasing Ethan Lessiter. And Hawes gets a 3-second time penalty. Ethan, Mutanten Hero with DRS. Ethan trying his best to defend. Ethan is going to be defenseless against a fresh set of softs. Mutanten Hero moves up to P10. Hennon and Vitality have retired from the session, and we only have 13 drivers remaining. We are currently on the 11th lap, and Petuka decided to go to the pits now. It's Timo. Timo is provisionally leading the race. Timo from last to first is doing a wonderful job. Going back to P10, Mutanten Hero and Petuka. We could see some locking by Petuka. Now going into the DRS zone. Can't believe I missed that. It's Pandemi. Pandemi now takes the 2nd place from Ivan, and Brent takes the 3rd place from Ivan. Still going side by side. The Alpine and the Red Bull. Red Bull sends it to the inside. Ivan, what a move from Ivan. Takes the 3rd place back. Alpine still on his tail. Brent is a very stubborn driver. He's not going to give up so easily. And Ivan goes to the pits, completing 10 laps on the soft. Is Jake? Yes, Jake Hardy. I was going to ask if Jake Hardy is going to pit. Yes, he is. So these drivers have completed 11 laps on the softs. Well done from them. Cookies to them. Hello, Weewoo. You sound like an ambulance. Well, I will answer your question as we see Snookster going side by side with Paudi. Snookster with the RS on, sends it to the inside. Very good move by Snookster. Taking the 4th place. Weewoo, so, it doesn't really have to be like Formula 1. If you win a season, you would move up. It depends mostly on your pace and your performance. Well, halfway through the season, there was a very dominant driver whose name was Jordi Boxtel. He was moved up to F8 based on his performance. Hawes in 9th place, only 2/10 behind Ethan Lessiter. Ethan tries to defend. Is Hawes gonna go around the outside? He goes around the outside. They're still side by side, and he's not able to do so. Nice defense from Ethan Lessiter. RAC, are you French? Est-ce que tu es français? Petuka and Mutant Hero. Petuka. Better exit. Petuka now is going to have DRS, Mutant Hero, and Petuka to go side by side. Seems that it's going to be an easy job for Petuka. And Petuka takes the 6th place. Pandemi currently in 3rd place, chasing the Alpine of Brent. Pandemi, 110 behind Brent. Pandemi tries to go for it. He didn't have enough pace to complete the move. So ladies and gents, after 14 laps, we're almost halfway through the race, and it's Timo leading the race. In 2nd place, we can find Brent being chased by Pandemi, who's only... Pandemi sends it to the inside. They go side by side, and it's Pandemi who takes the 2nd place. But Brent trying to fight back. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Very cool stuff from Pandemi. Well, he's still being chased by Brent. They have their pace. Brent had some oversteer here. And Paudi goes to the pits after completing only 6 laps on the side. What kind of strategies is this? That's his second time. That's his second pit. Now he went on the mediums for the first time. Very interesting one. In 11th place. I really don't know what the strategy is, but it doesn't seem too good till now. Mutantin Hero, 6th place, 7/10 behind Petuka. He's gonna have DRS now. Mutantin Hero and Petuka, he's too far. He's too far, he's not gonna be able to close in on Petuka. This lap could be the next lap. So a small summary of what has been happening for the past 15 laps. It's Timo leading the race, surprisingly, starting last. Now he's first. In second place, Pandemi, followed by Brent, who's still chasing him. In fourth place, it's Snookster. Petuka in fifth. Mutantin Hero in sixth place. Hawes in seventh, followed by Ethan Lessiter, and it's Brent. Brent went to the pits after completing 15 laps on the mediums. Pandemi is now second. Hawes is seventh, and Ethan Lessiter eighth. And now he's gonna overtake the Brent to become seventh. King Yvonne moves to eighth. Big lockup from Ethan Lessiter. Jake Hardy in 9th place. Brent rejoins in 10th place. Paul D 11th. Hecht in 12th. Last but not least, it's the ghost of Josh Tomo. Ooh, ghost. Timo still leading the race. It's going to be... Well, I have a curious question in mind. I wonder for how many laps is Timo gonna be able to carry on. 15 laps on the mediums. Well, we saw Brent completing exactly 15 laps on the mediums, and then he went on for softs. How far is Timo and Pandemi going to be able to go? That's the $1 million question. Jake Hardy is only half a second behind Brent. Brent might be a little bit struggling in his first out lap. We're having cold tires, yet he's catching up to Ivan, who is 8th. I'm currently on board with Brent in 9th place. Engaging DRS. King Yvonne. Ethan Lessiter moves to the inside, tries to defend himself. Ethan Lessiter and King Yvonne. They're still side by side, could go anywhere. Oh no! Ethan Lessiter! Seems they made contact, and Ethan lost his front wing. He went right into the wall while losing his front wing after making contact with Yvonne. Well, he's lucky that his car still has its 4 tires. He's gonna go to the pits, and now he's gonna lose a lot of time due to understeer. And Brent was able to overtake Yvonne with the DRS on, going back to 3rd place. Snookster. Snookster has fresh set of tires, fresher mediums. Well, not really fresh, but it's fresher than Pandemi. Is Timo gonna pit now? No, he didn't. And Pandemi goes to the... Oh yes, Timo did. Timo and Pandemi went to the pits, and now it's going to be Snookster provisionally leading the race. But let's take a look at where Timo is gonna rejoin. Petuka is now second. on his way out. Timo lost a position to Brent of the Alpine, and now he might be struggling for this lap. He's being chased by King Ivan, but his tires are still a bit cold. He needs to bring up temperature to be able to defend himself and get used to the car. Wow. Timo was able to create a small margin. King Ivan is 1 second behind him. Now he's not going to receive DRS. Good stuff from Timo. Paldi and Jake Hardy. Paldi and Pandemi. It's going to be a three-way battle. Pandemi, very aggressive one. He made contact with the Mercedes off Paldi, and Pandemi takes the 6th place. It was a very aggressive move, but he was very lucky avoiding collisions. Well, as you can see, Timo is catching up a lot to Brent. Timo is now 4/10 behind Brent. Timo is superbly fast. Hello, Kai. Hello, Max. Oh. So Max changed his name. Okay. That was fast. Timo had the better exit. Brent is slowing him down. They both have the same tire compounds. Seems that it's going to be an easy job for Timo. Enabling DRS. Timo successfully takes the 3rd place. Is Brent gonna fight back? No, he's not able to do so. He's not able to do so. So Timo finds himself back in 3rd place. And now, with fresh softs, he's going to be catching up big time to Petuka. Now 7.5 seconds separating them. Timo is closing in on Petuka. And Petuka and Snookster are gonna be forced to go to the pits at some point. Yes, fastest lap by Timo at 1:33.4. Timo is currently the fastest man on the track. Is Snookster gonna be able to carry on for 9 more laps, or is he gonna be forced to go to the pits? Or is Timo gonna catch up to him? 3 possible scenarios in the US Formula 10 race in PSGL. This is the ghost of Josh Tomo. Ooh, ghost. And Timo laps him. Now the gap is 6.2 seconds, so Timo was able to catch up by 1 second in less than a lap. Now it's 5.9 seconds. 5.7. How fast is this man? Now it's down to 5.3 seconds. What is Petuka doing? Snookster goes to the pits. Yes, as predicted. He's struggling with the tires. Petuka now provisionally leading the race. Timo gained the position on Snookster. Where is Snookster gonna resume? Where is he gonna be? Now the gap between Timo and the leader is 4.8 seconds. Snookster returns in 7th place. half a second ahead of Jay Carney. Timo is pushing so hard. Snookster is only 1/10 behind Paudi. Snookster enables DRS. He's gonna go side by side, and it's going to be an easy one. Paudi's not able to defend himself without the DRS. We have a yellow flag, sector 3. There's this. I think this is Ethan Lessiter. And Ethan goes to the pits. Ethan has retired from the session. Now have 12 drivers remaining as King Ivan laps Josh Tomo. Petuka, the leader of the race, after completing 10 laps on the mediums. We are now on lap 22, 7 laps to go. Snookster is 3/10 behind Ivan. Snookster 2/10s behind Ivan, and now we might see some action on the next DRS zone. Snookster is going to have DRS, enable. Snookster made it look easy. Overtaking Ivan and taking the 5th place. Same thing for Mutanten Hero, overtaking Paudi. Now, ladies and gents, Petuka is going to be starting the 23rd lap. Timo is 2.7 seconds, 2.6 seconds behind Petuka. Timo is the fastest man on the track at the moment. Is Petuka going to be able to stand and defend himself from the attacks of Timo? Wait and see. Paudi half a second behind Mutanten Hero. Paudi had a bad exit. And now enables DRS. 9/10 behind Mutanten Hero. It's going to be a difficult job. Was able to close a bit on Mutanten Hero, but it's not enough for an overtake. And now Timo is only 2.2 seconds behind Petuka. He's gaining nearly 1 second every lap. Yellow flag, sector 3. Ferrari of Haas. He seems to be undamaged. He carries on. Mutanten Hero is catching up to King Ivan. Seems Ivan has started to... Oh! Nice save by Mutanten Hero. Was too aggressive on the throttle. Now, ladies and gents, Timo is only 1.3 seconds behind Pituka. Pituka is very low on battery charge. He has completed 12 laps on the mediums. Is he going to be able to carry on? And now, soon, Timo is going to be less than a second behind him, and he's going to get DRS. What is going to happen? Is Pituka going to be able to keep the first position? 5 laps remaining. Ladies and gents, the gap now is less than a second. Less than a second is the gap between them. Or no, 1 second. How's it gonna be on the DRS detection zone? What is gonna happen on the DRS detection zone? No DRS. He was more than 1 second behind Timo, and now he's 8/10 behind. Wow. What a driver. 7/10 behind. As Hawes just received another set of penalties. 6/10 now. And in P5, Snookster is 4/10 behind Pandemi. Timo has completed 6 laps on the softs. His tires might be starting to degrade a little bit. Now, ladies and gents, Timo is going to have DRS. Timo and Pituka. Pituka and Timo. Ooh, I thought he was going to go for it. He didn't, unfortunately. Snookster gets the 4th place from Pandemi. Mutantin Hero was able to overtake Ivan. And now, Timo is 4/10, 2/10 behind Pituka. Pituka is going to be in big trouble on the next DRS zone. Some lockup by Pituka. Timo with the DRS on. Timo sends it to the inside. And now Timo is leading the race. What a legend this Timo is. Snookster and Brent. Brent fights back. Brent tries to go around the outside. Oh, I don't know if they made contact. Brent went off track, and it's Snookster who kept the 3rd place. Pandemi 2/10 behind Brent. Well, Brent's tires are going to start to struggle. 9 laps on the softs. That's too much in the circuits of Austin, Texas, in the United States of America. 3 laps remaining now, and Timo was able to build a 9/10, or nearly 1 second. Now it's down to 8/10 lap lead. Pandemi DRS on. Pandemi takes the 4th place from Brent. And now Pituka is 1 second behind Timo. Timo is now gonna start the 27th lap, leading the race from last to first. Well, he did an awesome job regarding the strategy, regarding the drive, regarding everything. Superb drive from Timo today so far. This is Ivan, half a second behind Mutantin Hero. 14 lap old mediums. Pituka is 2nd. Well, is Pituka gonna be able to keep the 2nd place, or is Snookster gonna catch up? Snookster is catching up. Snookster is catching up. Now it's 1.9 seconds separating them. In 7th place, Yvonne and Mutanten Hero fighting for the 6th place. And Snookster is now 1.3 seconds behind Pituka on the mediums. Pituka is struggling a lot. And now Timo is gonna be starting the final lap of the American Grand Prix. Is Snookster gonna be able to catch up to Pituka, or is Pituka gonna keep his 2nd place? Well, in the meantime, let's take a look at position change. Timo gained 16 positions. That's a lot for a race. That's a lot. And without any penalties as well. Good job, Timo. And now Pituka is going to be in big trouble, as Snookster is only 1/10 behind. Snookster with DRS on. Snookster made it look so easy. Took the 2nd place from Pituka. Pituka is struggling a lot with the mediums. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3, but it has been cleared. Since this is the Alfa Romeo off. Oh no! Snookster! Ladies and gents, Timo wins the American Grand Prix. Pituka in 2nd, Brent in 3rd, Pandemi followed by Snookster was able to finish the race after all. Mutanten Hero in 6th place, followed by Paudi, very unlucky today, and bad strategies. In 8th place, King Ivan, followed by Jay Cardi in 9th, Hawes in 10th, Hecht in 11th, last but not least, Josh Tomo. Of course, these results are not official yet, because the stewards might have a lot of different opinion about the final result. Now champagne showers. In Austin, Texas. Ladies and gents, here are the final unofficial standings for tonight's race. Timo extending his lead in the championship, finishing first, winning the race. In 2nd place, Pituka, followed by Brent, Pandemi in 4th, Snookster in 5th, Mutanten Hero in 6th, followed by Paudi in 7th, King Ivan 8th, Jay Cardi 9th, Hawes, Hecht, and Josh Tomo. The other drivers unfortunately were not able to complete the race. Well, I got Kai, doesn't like the idea of Formula 10. Now here's something, Kai. The number might sound scary to you, but this represents how many people there are in PSGL. And even the Formula 10 of PSGL might be a lot more difficult and a lot more competitive than the first tier of any league you would find on Instagram or Twitter. Yeah, Max, I agree. At the end of the day, I would like to thank you so much, ladies and gents, for bearing with me, for your patience. I hope my voice was pleasing to your ears. I hope you enjoyed this race, and I also hope to see you next week. Same place, same time, don't go anywhere. This is Salim Haddad signing off. Goodbye.